What the actual frick? Well, you thought I was going to say fuck, eh? Not here, not today. What in God's green earth is going on? What is this? The Carro 45T sold out in like 20 seconds. I know I'm 5 minutes late to the freaking the auction, but for God's sake, guys, why are you buying these tanks up so quickly? It's 20,000 gold. Like I know Amunet really loves this tank, and you know there's so many people that love it, but like it's nothing special. It's not a crazy good tank. I'm pretty sure the Carro has been sold before. If anything, I'm pretty sure a lot of people got the pop-up offer for like $35, and you got a bunch of shit with it as well. Like, you'd be stupid to spend 20,000... Excuse me, you'd be stupid to spend 20,000 gold on this thing. Seriously. And then we got the Forest Witch, which for 10,000 gold is actually the cheapest out of all of the Halloween tanks that have come. It's actually not a bad tank. To be honest with you, the Forest Witch is actually a decent tank. It's not broken, but it's a decent tank. And 10,000 gold is still pretty damn expensive for a T7. No offense. To anyone who bought this thing, that's crazy money. Crazy amount of gold. I don't understand. What is going on? Like, for fuck's sake. Look, I understand Wargaming is trying to give players the opportunity to buy tanks they've always wanted. Fair enough. But for the love of God, guys, there's only 125 of these tanks on auction here on APAC per tank, right? Just freaking wait. Just wait. I don't understand why people are so impatient here on APAC, and then you have NA, which is the same thing, very, very impatient because there's so little amount. I guess we're going to have to go through it real quickly. Let's have a look at the Carro 45T. What's so special about this thing? They call it the Carro da Combattimento 45T. It's got a reserve shell, which you should never ever shoot. By the way, never shoot this reserve shell. Ever. Never shoot this shell. It's got 102 mils on the front of the turret, which is absolutely abysmal. 68 mils on the front of the hull. I mean, this thing barely has any armor whatsoever. You are not bouncing shit in this tank. And because it's a medium tank with barely any armor, the concealment on this thing is not that good. You do have 2700 DPM, which is nice enough, fair enough. You have a 3.53 second reload per shot because it's an auto reloader. If you shoot your reserve shell, you have to wait 22.05 seconds for that one shell to reload. So it is highly advised to not shoot your first shell or your last shell. Only shoot the 3 shells that you desperately need to. Just shoot your first shell. That's it. Just fire one at a time. You have 4 in your magazine, but realistically you only have 3. That 4th one is if you really, really have to shoot it, you shoot it. You have 240 mils of AP pen. APCR is 360 on your HE, so not bad penetration whatsoever. I'd probably run this with Cali. You can run it with vents, but preferably run it with calibrated shells. I know there's nothing really, no heat rounds, but still. You're doing 380 per shot and 500 on your HE, 4.1 second aim time. Average. 0.364 dispersion. Not bad. Average. 8 degrees of gun depression. Not bad. But again, what are you bouncing? What is your turret bouncing? You're not bouncing anything. You go 53 kilometers per hour, which is not bad. I don't know. I just feel like this tank is not what it cracks up to be in terms of the hype at all, in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't deserve the hype that it gets. For 20,000 gold, it better freaking bleed gold at that point. It better make you gold. It's ridiculous. Anyway. Here's the Charlemagne. 7,500 gold. It's not a bad tank, actually. It's quite a nice tank. A very nice gun. 120mm gun with Hesh as premium. Like, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's a good tank. It's a good tank. It's got 178 mils in front of the turret, which is not bad. 110 on the front of the hull, which is decent. It's not amazing, but it's decent. 120 on the sides. It's got decent armor. It's not amazing armor. It's got decent armor. 1986 DPM, 11.78 second reload. It's a 227 mils of AP pen, 158 on your Hesh, and 68 on your standard HE. You can definitely run this with calibrated shells, 100%. 390 is your is your hit point damage, and 530 is your high explosive. Of course, if you're running your Hesh, premium Hesh, you're doing 470, which is quite nice. 4.7 second aim time, not bad for T8. 0.326 dispersion is actually quite nice in terms of gun handling. 8 degrees of gun depression, very nice indeed on a ridgeline. 35 kilometers per hour. This is a very, very, very nice tank. It's very underrated. People don't give this tank enough love. It's quite underrated. 7,500 gold, not bad, but I would definitely recommend waiting for this thing to be a lot cheaper. The Object 74A, this is an interesting tank. It's got an interesting armor profile. It's got 80 mils in front of the hull, but again, it's very weirdly angled, so you can somehow do quite a good amount of, can block and deflect quite a bit of damage. You're doing 160, you got 160 mils in front of the turret, 100 on the sides, 80 on the rear. You've only got 60 on your sides and 60 on your rear, so you can't really side scrape, but yeah. It's a weird armor profile, very weird indeed. You got very nice concealment values though. 1883 DPM, 9.88 second reload, 185 mils of AP pen, 240 on your APCR, 50 on your HE. Not a crap ton of pen. If I'm honest with you, it's kind of shit. No offense, but it is kind of shit for a tier 8 medium. You're doing 310 alpha, 380 on your HE. 4.7 second is your reload, your aim time, sorry. So not entirely accurate. If I'm honest with you, gun handling is 3.45. Not bad at all for gun handling. Quite good, actually. 7 degrees gun depression, not bad at all. 55 kilometers per hour top speed. It's a decent tank, but is it worth 7,500 gold? Absolutely not. Just wait for this thing to be as cheap as possible. The Forest Witch. Here we go, 10,000 gold. I mean, it's good. It's got an emergency track and it's got a reserve shell, but like, for fuck's sake, 10,000 gold is not worth it whatsoever. 193 mils in front of the turret is quite strong indeed. 128 on the front of the hull. It's quite very nicely angled, so it's pretty good. But yeah, it's interesting enough indeed. 1722 DPM, 2.61 second reload between each shell. Technically you have 3 shells in your clip, not the 4. The 4th one is a reserve shell. If you do fire your 4th shell, guess what? It's going to take 19.18 seconds to reload that one shell. So don't do it. Do not shoot that last shell. Just shoot your first shell, shoot your second shell. That's it. 178 mils of AP pen. APCR is 240, 45 on your HE, so not a lot of pen, if I'm honest with you, for a tier 7, but it is a tier 7 after all. 240 is your alpha, 320 on your HE, 4.8 second aim time, not bad at all, and 0.364 dispersion, quite good indeed. 6 degrees gun depression only though, so it's a bit of a letdown with 36 kilometers per hour speed limit. It's a decent tank, but 10,000 gold, absolutely not. Guys, please, for the love of God, just wait. You guys on EU, be patient. I know the 45T is going to absolutely sell out like crazy on EU really quickly. The Forest Witch, I feel like, is going to be in the same boat. If you're watching this before this auction comes out, just for the love of God, just be patient, please. For God's sake, this is a second video now. Second video in a row where I've said what the actual frick is going on. Why is Wargaming selling these tanks at these prices? And I know why, because the demand is there. Like, the demand is really there, and it's just fucking gone completely out of whack. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is this week's auction. This is round 33, I think, now. There's only 1 day left for these auctions. Sorry. Yeah, there's one more auction left, and then that's it. This whole auction, these 136 tanks are gone. I'm gonna make one huge video talking about each and every one of the tanks that sold, and give you my rundown and what I think was worth it and what wasn't worth it. But other than that, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, look after yourselves. Look after your friends and family. Peace in the Middle East. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Now, before I go, I want to just say one thing very, very quickly. There is, there are many changes that are coming to Blitz. Specifically with this Reforged update, just be mindful that Ultra Test 2 is not going to be coming out anytime soon. As per what Wargaming have mentioned to me, which is not much to be honest with you, or what I can say is that Ultra Test is not coming out very, very soon, but it will come out eventually. You will be notified like everyone else was, and I guess the best thing I can say is Steel is finally gone. We don't need to worry about Steel. I'm going to make another video where I talk about that. Steel is gone. No more Steel. None of this stuff. Wargaming have really listened to the player base this time around. So just stay tuned is all I can say. All right. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.